something that I want to start enforcing though. So, one of the main things in the 11th that we practiced was that we wouldn't take off without our wingmen. So, it was flight leader's jurisdiction on...
Turning left.
Firm, correct, coming with you. It was flight leader's jurisdiction about when we take off and who takes off in what order, but nobody
Angel
would take
1-1
until...
to Chico. Pop smoke while you still can. We're coming from the northwest. Sorry about that.
Hey, Reaper to Angel 1-1, I am marking with white smoke now.
Copy.
Then just ahead of us.
Yep. I have eyes. Landing now.
Hey, firm, try and put it down in the road. Yeah, in short, what I was trying to say is it was flight leader's jurisdiction on takeoffs, but nobody would, everybody would fly out together, so nobody would lift off until everybody's rotors were at full.
One of you is going to come back to your base with me or not?
I will be coming back with you.
Dadgum guardrails.
Thank you.
Taylor, I will be
You're green.
with the civilian. I'm loading him up now. Going back to the civilian, I'll be right back.
They're loading him up now.
Take him to the hospital near our base, if you can.
I got you.
Will military base levy work?
Take him to the nearest medical facility, just not ours.
Anywhere where there's a hospital.
Military base levy has one.
Alright, sweet, yeah, go there.
Alright. Roleplay purposes. Angel 1-2, we're heading to military base levy. It's the nearest hospital we have for the guy. He's in critical condition.
Hey, firm, military base levy, forming up now.
Does it look like I'm doing?
Do you need me to slow down, or you got it?
I mean,
Nah, I'm with you.
you're breathing.
Are you on my right?
Thank you.
Hey, firm, I'm on your right wing.
I have eyes.
At least you're not dead, bro.
Angel 1-1 to command at military base levy. We are landing. We got one wounded person on board. I repeat, we got one wounded person on board. Get medics ready.
I'm probably going to get shot for this guy that's coming out.
I promise you, sir, while you're in my care, I will not allow you to get shot.
Well, not
Landing
that,
now.
you silly
I
American.
know, but I'm telling you, in general, you're not going to get shot while you're in my care.
Well, but by those scary red and...
Green light, green light. I repeat, green light.
Thank you, sir.
Well, it was there. It's not my car, it's their car. They just wanted me to make the car. Why is there a woman looking at me?
I can't.
I got him, I got him. I got him.
Oh.
We all good?
Yeah, we're good.
Just wait a minute. You might as well take Chico.
Alright.
Just pretend there's hostile south, take you, and you're supposed to go back in.
I gotta drop off Chico back to the original place. Stand by.
You take care, sir.
Hey, fam, I'll be with you.
Thank you, American.
Just a quick one. When you're turning like that and I'm with you, make sure you let me know which direction you're turning to before you initiate that turn. Just in case I'm not keeping track of your Falcon and I don't want to hit you.
Copy that. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, bro.
No, that's fine.
No, I'm talking to Jamie. I'm talking to Jamie.
So when you're flight leading, obviously you're in charge of the formation. So
Angel 1-1 leaving base.
it's your
Makes
responsibility
sense.
to make sure that everybody's in formation and flying safely. It's
Alright.
just, when
I'm
you let
heading
people know that you're
southwest.
turning, it's... Okay.
That makes sense, but I did listen to what you were saying.
That's fine, I know.
I got you.
It just helps. It just
Again,
allows
I'm talking to
information
Jamie.
account for your turning and like what you're gonna do.
You're busy. I'm mad.
Yep.
We chilling back here. I got the best pilot right here, right?
Alright, I'm in formation.
Alright. I'm gonna take him to the same road up on the hill, straight south from us. You should see 2 squares on the trackers.
Yeah, I see it. I got it.
No turns.
Hey,
Hey, fam, I'm gonna break
Taylor,
off and
that is me.
provide air
getting
cover.
Draft back in. I dropped the.
Copy that. I'm gonna land on the road. That way Chico will be safe.
I repeat, this is friendly air.
Green light, green light.
Last man, you're good. Thank you.
Sounds good. Command, this is Angel 1-1. Medevac is successful and Soldier is reinserted back to his squad and back to base. Angel 1-2, we're going to head up north, northway.
Affirm, Angel 1-1, forming up on your right wing now, wedge formation.
Copy that. Ready?
Affirm, I'm in formation, ready to burn.
All right, let's go. Was that a lot better?
That was perfect, mate.
Quick learning on that.
That's good. And then you basically just do the same thing when you're correcting your course. So when we're flying like this, if we need to start heading more northwest, you'll basically say, correct course to northwest bearing 320 or something, and then we'll all correct course to that bearing, and it keeps us in formation.
Understandable.
Do you want to try that now while we head back?
Oh, we're gonna have to correct either way. We're too much on the side. We're gonna have to go a little bit northwest, about 325 bearing.
All right. When we need to correct course, you call it, and we'll do it.
Correct course now.
Affirm, correcting course to 325.
Damn tremors acting up ever since I scared myself over my dog.
I didn't notice it, dude. You're flying well.
Yeah. It's really
the.
the.
See how that kept us in formation.
I did notice that.
Yeah, so it's. Yeah, keep doing it like that, mate, and you'll be fine.
All right, Angel 1-2, airfield should be up north. You should see it.
FM, I'm slowing down to let you take lead. I overshot a little bit.
Correct course to 339 bearing. Stay on the northwest angle.
FM, 339. Correcting now.
Angel 1-1 to ATC, or Air Traffic Control. We are entering the base. We're currently from the south, hooking in the airway now. Angel 1-2 is currently behind me on the right.
FM, Angel Flight, you're cleared to approach from the south along runway 36, taxiway at taxi at taxiway Alpha, using landing pads 1 and 2 for the spool down.
Copy that. This is so much better.
I'm glad that you're starting to use ATC as well.
They're gonna come around, and most likely gonna be me doing it.
That was good for your first time as well, dude.
There's always room for improvement. I tell that to everyone.
Always.
Shit, my bad.
I gave you the wrong landing pad anyways. That's actually pad 2 and 3.
Yeah, I accidentally jerked my thumb, and I almost crashed. I was like, shit.
No, you recovered, you're fine.
I was like, oh shit, I hope he's not directly on my left or else we're fucked. Then again, I know that's the whole point of the yellow lines that we're landing on. It's basically just to tell us, hey, this is where you need to go.
Yeah, it's for positioning an aircraft. It's to help
Correct.
Yeah, I'd say that was good, dude.
Yeah.
Right. Should we run through this document and just fucking get out of the way? 'Cause it's going to be a long one.
8:20 for me. Might as well.
Yeah, I'm sure we can get it done before the end.
Oh, I'm sure.
You already know most of this shit anyways. It's just going over ground rules and some new stuff that we're going to be implementing and shit. So
Well,
it's
treat
gonna be a
me
lot
treat
of-
me like I'm a new pilot. Treat me like I'm a dumbass.
Oh, that makes my job 10 times harder. I'm joking.
Well, we're gonna have new trainees, and they're gonna, they're gonna probably be like me, where they don't know how to fly these things when they first start out. So just treat me like I'm a recruit.
Alright, I'll read it as it is then. Alright, so a lot of this is scripted, it's just going to be me reading through it. I'll stop at the end of each section to give you time to ask questions. And we'll just go over things that obviously you're confused about, or you need me to go over again. Or if you have any questions about the topic as a whole, then we'll go over it.
Okay,
So you ready?
I'm ready. Hit me with your best shot.
Okay, so this is the Airman Flight Technical Training. Introduction. Welcome to the 11th Combat Squadron. You have now served your mandatory 7 days as a member of the Fleet Operations Crew, and you can begin your pilot training. This course will teach you everything that you need to know in order... Fuck's sakes.
Oh, come on
Yeah,
now.
fucking break. Let me answer this.
You can just tell them we're unavailable.
Loki, this is Angel. Go ahead.
Angel on actual requesting assistance for training. Do you guys want to do some CAS training or?
Currently at this time, I'm running through a document with Airman Story.
Copy that.
I'll be free for CAS training in about 30 minutes if you're still willing to do it.
No problem.
Right. I'm going to start from the beginning.
Sorry about that.
That's not your fault. Okay. Let's try this again. So, welcome to the 11th Combat Squadron. You have now served your mandatory 7 days as a member of the Fleet Operations Crew, and you can begin your pilot training. This course will teach you everything you need to know in order to complete your training as 11th Fleet Aviator. Obviously, this was when BGD was a thing, so it's all still written for the 11th Fleet. Your training is expected to last up to 3 days. Your training is expected to take up to 3 days to complete. Your first day will be a classroom segment, which will be covered by this course. Day 2 will be your transport and CAS certifications, and the start of your flight evaluations. By day 3, you will be flying alone, and at the end of day 3, you'll be fully certified as a Navy pilot and promoted to the specialist rank of warrant officer. If no further training is required, this course will qualify you to become a VTOL pilot under the first flight group, our VTOL and transport flight. This detachment operates on a separate pipeline SOP with different training and certifications. If you're transferring into the Navy from another branch, you'll be demoted back down to E2, which is a crewman apprentice, until your training is complete. Should you decide to transfer out of the Navy branch to another, you'll also lose your rank based on what is deemed appropriate by the branch's staff. So, any questions about that?
Nope, pretty cut and dry.
Okay, so, Section 1, Basic Rules of Flight. As a Navy pilot, your main duty is to the safety of your aircraft and any assets or passengers aboard it. To ensure safe operation of our airframes, there are ground rules that every pilot must follow, and these are listed below. Number 1. No aircraft are to lift off without contacting ATC first, and if assigned to a flight, must be given the all clear by the flight lead. Number 2. The pilot is responsible for personnel embarking and disembarking an aircraft. A pilot must give permission for passengers to board, and when deploying troops, the passengers will not disembark until the pilot or co-pilot have declared green light. Number 3. When flying transport or escort, maintain tight formation at all times and follow flight lead instructions. Number 4. When operating at night, ensure that navigation lights are being used and anti-collision lights are on during takeoffs and landings. Number 5. All pilots are expected to learn the squadron formations, strike packages, and escort packages. Number 6. The flight leader will make a flight plan before deploying from the aircraft staging area. They will set a maximum flight floor and ceiling. They will set a maximum flight floor and ceiling, as well as a brief all pilots in their. Fuck me. Hang on, I'm having a fucking moment. Let me start that one again.
And this is why we practice before this happened.
Oh, I haven't done this shit in ages, dude, so. I just struggle reading.
You and me both.
Okay, so, rule number 6. The flight leader will make a flight plan before deploying from the aircraft staging area. They will set a maximum flight floor and ceiling, as well as brief all pilots in their flight of their designation. Oh my god. They will set a maximum flight floor and ceiling, as well as brief all pilots in their flight of their destination and heading, and whether to expect any hazards. If a pilot is alone and not assigned to a flight, they will communicate all of this to ATC. Jesus, that one took fucking forever to get through. Okay. Number 7. There was absolutely no non-calculated risks. If you are not used to your aircraft or how it performs, focus on flying safely. Do not show off and do not pull any stunts. Your priority is to the safety of your bird and those on it. Number 8. No aircraft outside of our usual SOPs are to be allowed for use. This includes the UC Falcon, the Samson, the Huey, or any other aircraft that are not approved for use by High Command. Breaking these rules is subject to PT or other disciplinary action. Okay, do you have any questions about the basic flight rules?
So the flight lead creates a floor plan. What's the floor plan? That one's new.
So, a minimum flight floor and a maximum flight ceiling are altitudes. So
Okay.
it's a safety precaution. If you're going on an op where you know that there's going to be heavy AA, obviously the higher up you go into the air, the easier it is for AA to hit you. So you'll set like a maximum height, and that could be like tree level, or it could be something like 600 meters off the floor. Bomber squadrons use it quite a lot. We used it extensively when we was doing bombing runs in the 11th. We would rise to about 300 feet, and then we'd lower off, we would dive down to about 40, and then 40 would be our minimum flight floor. Anything below that's considered dangerous. So
Okay.
yeah,
I did not know that.
Basically, it's setting an area of which you can fly between, basically. So minimum floor, you don't go below. Maximum flight ceiling, you don't go above.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
That's all the questions I have at the moment.
Alright. And the next one then. So, Section 2, duties. As a naval aviator, there are many duties that fall on your shoulders whilst in the air. Our primary role is a troop transport and close air support. However, we also provide logistical support, aerial reconnaissance, evacuation, escort, bombardment, medevac, vehicle deployment, and more. To ensure a quick turnaround for our deployments, we have a list of all aviation packages that will be forwarded to the trainee pilot by the instructor. It is your duty as a trainee pilot to learn these. The highest ranking / senior most pilot will assume the position of flight lead during a deployment, and it will be their responsibility to assign pilots to their duties and flights before an operation begins. Remember that parameters on a mission can change, and a pilot's role may be switched accordingly to fit mission parameters at that current time. If no flight leads are necessary / available, it is up to the individual pilot to liaison with ground RTO and ATC on what will be needed to fulfill the mission and its parameters. Pilots with the most experience, officers and NCOs of naval background. Oh, I need to turn my fucking radio off, hang on.
I can hear it too.
Yeah, that's just throwing me off. I'm going to start that part of the section again because I don't know where I ended.
You were at the part where the high-ranking, I think it was the senior airman, would assume lead and tell everyone their roles, and it's subject to change midway if needed.
Okay. I see it, yeah. Thank you. So the highest ranking senior most pilot will assume the position of flight lead during a deployment, and it will be their responsibility to assign pilots to their duties and their operational flights before an operation begins. Remember that parameters on a mission can change, and a pilot's role may be switched accordingly to fit the mission parameters at the current time. If no flight lead is necessary or available, it is up to the individual pilot to liaison with a ground RTO and ATC on what will be needed to fulfill the mission and its parameters. Pilots with the most experience, officers and NCOs of naval background, are looked to first for the position of flight lead. The flight lead position may change every op depending on who's available. It will also change on every op as well, depending on giving people a chance to show their leadership and their seniority. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Any questions?
No, makes sense. Senior airman is the boss, after all. Tells us what we need to do and our roles and everything. That makes more sense.
So there is a flight lead course that somebody has to take to basically become a flight lead, but at the same time, I also look towards the senior most pilots who have the most knowledge and the experience to do it as well. So you could be like a chief warrant officer. Yeah, you're a higher rank, but I would, if like a normal warrant officer has more flight experience in that unit and they've flown with the guys more, and they have the flight lead course, I'm more willing to let the warrant officer lead the flight rather than the chief warrant officer. It's all about...
It depends on the circumstances.
Yeah, exactly. And it depends on how often somebody's had the chance to flight lead as well. I try to give everybody the opportunity to do it.
Okay.
Okay, we're about halfway through now, so it shouldn't take much longer. Section 3. Threat Assessment. A pilot threat assessment refers to your ability to detect threats and use your flight knowledge and skills to determine a safe passage around obstacles and enemies. A pilot should be assessing for threats constantly while in the air, and relevant adjustments to course and/or mission parameters should be made. Any threats to the aircraft or its passengers should be called in to ATC and any other aircraft in the flight. Threats to be on the lookout for are as followed but not limited to: poor weather conditions, enemy AA emplacements, enemy aircraft, enemy ground vehicles, volume of ground fire directed to you, density of objects in LZ, change of terrain, and so forth. Anything that can cause harm to your aircraft is a threat. As a rule of thumb, we operate most of our flights at low to mid altitude. You remember I was telling you about the flight ceilings?
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll usually operate at low to mid altitude, so just above tree lines to sort of how we was flying before. We usually won't go any higher than that because that's a bit more riskier.
Yep.
Any questions about that?
Nope, pre-con dry.
Okay, so that brings us to Section 4, Communications. Communications are a vital part of this unit's operation, and especially so to the aviation squadron. The following channels are utilized by naval pilots. So you obviously know all these, so I'm just going to go over them quickly. 36 is the ground-to-air frequency for pilots to liaison between themselves and ground RTOs for strike packages and transport. 36.5 is the intra-squadron communications frequency for all pilots to communicate on. 45 TAC 0, that is the frequency to use for air traffic control. So we'll use 45 TAC 0 to talk between ATC and the aircraft. And then, obviously, as you know, 50 is the general command frequency to talk to GMs and high command.
Okay.
That brings us to call signs. So call signs are based on which aircraft are operating and how many are being sorted. The flight lead will always assume the call sign number of 1-1, and their wingmates will assume 1-2 and 1-3. The flight will always consist of 1 to 3 aircraft. If more than 3 aircraft are present, then the remaining aircraft of the same airframe will form a new flight with the next operational number. For example, a second flight of Falcons will be Angel 2, and its pilots will assume the flight numbers of 2-1, 2-2, and 2-3. Unless ATC directly assigns call signs to pilots, it is up to the flight lead to assign pilots to their position within the flight. So does that make sense?
Makes a lot more sense. I didn't know about the 3-man group, though. That's new.
Yeah, so we operate in flights of 3. So you'll have Angel 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. If there's more than 3 aircraft of the same airframe that are being sorted at that time, you'll have 2 flights. You'll have Flight 1 and Flight 2. And Flight 2 will assume the numbers of 2-1, 2-2, and 2-3. That makes sense, yeah?
Yep. It does.
Good. Different aircraft operate under different call signs, so Angel is like any Falcon, regardless of what weapons it's carrying. Demons are classified Sparrowhawks and Hornets. Echo are Pelicans. Crimson are Bombers, and Intercept is used for the Wasps. Any questions on that?
Nope.
Okay. If you need a reminder about that at some point, I can always tell you. It's basically engraved into my brain, so don't be afraid to ask if you ever forget.
To be fair, I did have to remind you with the Echo a couple of times.
Hey man, it was like 5 weeks, okay?
I'm fucking with you. You're good.
Alright, if you don't have any questions about that, it brings us to Section 5, which is... We only got up to Section 8, so we're nearly there. So you ready for Section 8?
Yep.
Section 5, sorry.
I'm ready for Section 5.
Alright. So, emergencies. At some point in your career as a Navy pilot, you will come to face an emergency. This could be anything from a crash to being shot down, or taking damage from enemy ground fire. We have 2 forms of emergency calls which must be relayed clearly to ATC over 45 TAC 0. These are Pan-Pan emergencies and Mayday emergencies. It should be noted that if no ATC is available, then all emergency calls should be made to 50 TAC 0, which is the command net. To initiate an emergency call, a pilot will state their call sign and call their emergency code 3 times, followed by the condition of their aircraft and their location. It is the job of ATC or command to respond accordingly and potentially send out search and rescue based on circumstances. Pan-Pan emergency calls are to be used when your aircraft has taken damage but can still limp back to the hangar deck for repairs and recovery. It is to be used if your aircraft has taken light damage to its components or is smoking. Pan-Pan also applies if you have taken a wound and you can recover from it quickly but need to inform ATC of your condition as it affects your flying. So, you'll use Pan-Pan if, say your fuel line gets shot and you're leaking fuel, and you're leaking fuel badly and you need to return for repairs. You'll call for Pan-Pan. You'll call the emergency Pan-Pan code. You'll say, I don't know, this is Angel 1-1, Pan. I have an emergency on board. Fuel line has been hit. Need to return to base immediately for repairs. Something like that. It's something that's going to stop you from carrying out your mission, but you can still make it home. And then Mayday's pretty fucking obvious. You're going down. That's it. You know. Mayday emergency calls are to be used when your aircraft is severely damaged, your flight is heavily affected and you cannot make it back to the hangar, or your aircraft is on fire and burning up. In short, you're going to crash land. So, if you survive a Mayday call, if you survive the crash, you want to give your grid reference, and then try and get away from the aircraft before it explodes. So, do you have any questions about that?
I did not know about Pan-Pan. I'll keep a mental note of that.
Okay. Don't forget as well, if you need to go over anything on this document again, you can always ask, or the document should be available to be opened.
It is available. I've read it.
Yeah. Okay. That's good then. Okay. You ready for Section 6?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Section 6, the longest section, which is SEER. SEER stands for Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape. It is a method used by pilots to return to friendly lines safely after their aircraft has crashed after a Mayday call. On average, once a pilot's aircraft has crashed, enemies will approach the crash site within 90 seconds of their aircraft going down. So, time's of the essence. Once your aircraft's on the ground and you've secured yourself, you have 90 seconds before enemies usually approach.
What the fuck is that? I'm sorry, but what is that?
I think it's a GM. Hang on, I think that could be Sparks.
I've never seen that. What the fuck is that bird? I'm sorry for interrupting, but I've never... Is that the Samson?
No, that was the short sword. Carpet bomber.
I did not know that. Okay.
I'll spawn everything in a minute anyways. If there's anything that you didn't know about, then you'll figure it out.
I'm sorry for interrupting, I really am.
No, you're fine. Okay, so once you're on the ground and you're about to conduct SEER, there's four steps to it. So step 1 is survival. You retrieve your SEER kit, which in our case we have it on our kits anyways, so it's not really an issue. SEER kit would usually consist of your primary weapon, magazines, extra medical gear, a couple of smokes, etc. We don't have to worry about retrieving it from the aircraft because we keep it on our person. In the 11th, we had it in a backpack on the aircraft and it would contain a rifle and shit. But in this group, we're allowed to use SMGs, so we don't really need the rifle. But yeah.
I have PTSD with Sears.
So, retrieve your SEER kit, stop any bleeding you have, if you have to, and demolish your aircraft and run. So your SEER kit will have one C9 charge packed into it. I think we use thermite now, anyways.
We do.
Yeah, so you place it on the aircraft and you set the timer for 35 to 40 seconds and run. Realistically, you can probably set it for 30 seconds with the thermite, or 20 seconds even, because it's not, blast range isn't as big. Okay, step 2, evasion. Ensure your weapon is loaded and begin your trek through enemy lines back to friendly ones. Never run directly in a straight line and avoid landmarks or main roads. Every 200 to 300 meters, change your angle of direction by 20 to 50 degrees. Enemies will expect you to beeline it straight back to friendly forces. Make it hard for them to find you and make your path as unpredictable as possible. Try to remain as stealthy as possible. Lay in bushes, behind trees, and use whatever cover possible to avoid detection when necessary. Not being detected should be your primary focus when conducting SEER. Step 3. Resistance. On the off chance that you are detected, your next step is resistance. Do what you can to avoid a gunfight and flee if possible. But if you find yourself in a fight, give everything you got. Do not give in, and if captured, do not give the enemy any forms of intel that could be useful to them. Step 4. Escape. There are 5 layers to the escape section of SEER that are relevant to your training. These are bindings, room, building, compound, and country. So, bindings are zip ties, or if you're tied to a chair, you want to try to escape that. Room, you want to look for a window or a door, and use those as your primary way of escape. Building, you want to find a way out of the building. Compound, you want to obviously find a way out of the compound, like can you jump over a fence, can you climb up on a box and jump over the wall, how guarded is it easy to get out, is it hard to get out, you know. And then country is basically leaving the immediate area to make your way back to friendly lines. Use every tool and opportunity that you can to do this. Take full advantage of any chances you get. They may be your only chance of surviving your mayday. So, do you have any questions about SEER?
Nope, it's the same one as the Alone Face CR, and them ground troops think I was crazy.
So, yeah, you already know about all that shit then.
Oh, did I never tell you about my crew chief days?
Briefly, I think, but I don't know if you knew about SEER or not.
Oh, yeah. Well, besides the pilot stuff, don't get me wrong, I don't know none of that. Like the pun, that's new. When I was a crew chief, they taught me SEERs because I was their only crew chief, and 2, I would go in the dangerous pilots and the dangerous planes and Hueys and pray to God that they don't shoot me down. where they would, like you were telling me about the PAP pack and stuff, they told me all of that and never engage in fire. Just try your best to avoid conflict at all costs.
Yeah, just try and basically get out of there alive.
And the ground units, before you came, they thought I was batshit crazy. I'm like, I know I'm not batshit crazy because I've done it before. In the operations of the 11th ACR.
Dude, I love Seer. I don't know what it is, but Seer is just really fucking fun for me.
It helps. Like, even in real life, it's not even a gameplay thing. It helps saves lives, and it helps so much.
Yeah, it does.
It's not even funny. And yet people laugh it off like I'm crazy.
No, you're absolutely right, dude. If you get shot down, you survive. That's how you survive it.
Mm.
Okay, so we're coming to the end of the document now. So, Section 7 is aircraft orientation. You already know all the aircraft that we use. You know that the enemies use Orca and Samsons. Obviously, we use the Pelican. We don't use the Cas Pelican because the Cas Pelicans are fucking broken at the moment. You know about the ROR Falcons. Let me grab the bombers quickly. So
Oh, they let you have GM, but not me. Huh, I see how it is.
That's because I told them I was running training.
Oh, I'm fucking with you.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so you know about this one, right? The longsword.
Yeah, me and you went in that one time at the other map.
Yeah, so when these are fixed, we will be using these. These are brilliant aircraft. This is the Interceptor variant, so this has a rocket launcher on it, and it has 6 heavy autocannons. It's used for taking out enemy aircraft. They basically fly like a heavier Pelican. I love them.
They're more like a heavier tank than a Pelican.
Yeah, they don't take as much damage as the Pelican though. They're a little bit softer, but they're good aircraft to fly.
Good to know.
You have a support variant of the longsword, which has machine guns and drop pods on it. The drop pods launch ammo canisters. Well, sorry, the drop pods contain ammo and weaponry. So, you ever see in Halo 3 when the Pelican deploys those little green pods with the guns in?
Yep.
Yeah, it drops those.
Halo
It actually
Reach
drops
has
those
them
out of
too.
this aircraft. Yeah,
That's
it does
good to know.
actually. Yeah, the support version of that drops the little supply pods, and then you have the strategic bomber variant, which fires the nuclear bombs. It has 2 of them.
That seems like that would break the server.
Surprisingly, it doesn't. Quite stable.
Surprising
You can fly through it
indeed.
as well.
That is very surprising indeed.
And then you have our mainline naval bomber that we used to use all the time in the 11th. This is the short sword. So this is what you saw Deg flying off in earlier.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so this is actually a carpet bomber. So this has 2 30mm auto guns on the front that you can use to strafe or dogfight with. And then it has 1,000 fucking bombs that you can drop.
Jeez.
They just drop continuously in a line, like it literally carpet bombs. This is one of my favorite fucking like fighter aircraft. It's a little bit hard to fly. It can be a bit fucking clunky, and sometimes it doesn't want to nose down, so you kind of have to like tilt it to the side and fucking flip it. And then when it is in a dive, it's really hard to pull out of. But this thing's a lot of fun to fly, and it looks really fucking cool in the videos that I have. It's also
It will be
really
a
hard to get
powerful
into it.
aircraft when I learn how to drive it.
Oh yeah, you will be learning how to fly this, trust me. But this isn't actually finished yet. This is an experimental vehicle, so you actually have to crawl under here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. You get in the pilot seat by crawling under here, and the prompt is like right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a co-pilot, but it don't have the...
It doesn't work.
It's got gear raise, wingtips up, and the usual.
Yeah, so when this thing's actually fully functional and they fix it, these wingtips, they're like little VTOL things. They'll actually like turn around.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait for them to finish this.
Oh yeah, I can see why it's buggy. I'm inside it.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Well, looks like this is my new home now. I'm stuck.
This is
Ah, there
Reaper
it is.
to Angel Actual, or Angel 1-1, my bad.
This is Angel 1-1.
Can I get a exfil at grid coordinate 079 break 014, and I'll be marking it with white smoke.
Repeating 079 break 014, correct?
Affirm, that is correct, and I'll be marking it with white smoke. I say again, white smoke.
Copy that. We're on our way.
Awesome, thank you. Out.
All right, let's use this training. Let's use this training real quick with a floor plan. Might as well make this into practice.
Let Reaper to Angel 1-1. Let me know when you're like 30 clicks out.
Copy that. All right. Well, I guess since we're still doing it, I guess I'll be leader still. Make this practice cut in. All right, so we're going to make our way all the way down south to Morton. If you don't know where Morton is, it's literally straight south from the airfield. Morton Bay, we're going to pass through there. If you don't know where to go, use the lighthouse that's right down of Morton as a landmark. We're then going to go southeast and scale up on the beach. And there's going to be rocks as a landmark. That's how you know we're right next to the small village that they are at. Our surface to air, we're going to make it into 40 altitude, but if there's trees in the way, of course, fly over those. But we're going to try to mark it with 40 at the minimum, and the maximum will be 100. Understood?
Yes, sir. Crystal.
All right. Any questions? Everyone know the flight path?
Yeah, I got it. So we're going to be flying south to Morton, adjust course southeast at somewhere near the lighthouse, heading towards, in the general direction of Regina. Once we pass the rocks, we'll be about, 30 seconds from the location?
Correct. Yep.
Alright, let's do it.
Just scaling on that beach side. Once we pass that lighthouse, it'll be right there.
Yeah, you said flight floor of 40 and ceiling of 100, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, let's do it.
I'm spooling up. I'll wait for you.
Spooling.
Hey, firm. How do you want to do this? Do you want to do a vertical takeoff, or do you want to take off from the runway?
Take off from a one-ray. I still need to practice waiting for you on that.
Hey, firm.
Since it's just the two of us, we're going to do a wedge. But I'm going to wait for you on the runway instead of last time when I just went.
Roger that.
Angel 1-1 going in first. Angel 1-2, you're clear to go when you're ready.
Hey, firm. I'm on your tail.
Air traffic control, Angel 1-1 and Angel 1-2 are leaving the air base. Permission to fly out.
Hey, firm. Angel 1-1. Hold at runway 18 for departure. Once you're in formation, you're cleared for takeoff.
Ready, 1-2?
Hey, firm. I'm with you.
Angel 1-1 is taken off. Angel 1-1 and Angel 1-2 is leaving base now.
Reaper to Angel 1-1, say that again? Did you say you were just leaving now? Just to confirm?
Yep, we're just leaving the base. We'll be there about 1:30.
Okay, sweet. Thank you. Just let me know when 30 clicks out. Throw the white smoke out for you.
Sounds good. Is that a lot better?
Awesome, thank you. Out.
Much better.
Did I mention we were creating a wedge like last time?
Yeah, I'm on your left wing. Or do you want me on
Sounds
your
good.
right?
Sounds good. Man, that surprisingly worked a lot more than how me and Drift did it.
How so?
The minimum and the ceiling, the floor and the ceiling and the planning. Like, I know it's just us two and we're experienced, but I can tell from if there was future pilots, this would help a lot.
Yeah, it just takes time to get used to. That's what I'm saying. If people fly more and more and they fly this way, they get used to it. It gets easier.
Yeah. It helps when you have order in the aviation. We didn't have order at the time.
An organised air wing's the best air wing, mate.
Amen to that. I've seen what the 11th ACR can do with organization. No doubt in my mind this is no different. Alright, we're down at Morton. We're going to go adjust on the southeast about 160 until we see that lighthouse.
Firm.
Correction, 140.
140 corrected now.
Lighthouse spotted.
I have fallen behind a little bit. I'm just trying to catch up. You shouldn't need to slow down. I'm coming up on your rear now.
Let me know when it's slow. Like I said, we're going to scale the mountainside on the beach side. Adjusting course to south a little bit on 160.
160, aye.
Straight south now on my end.
Adjusting straight south.
Adjust to southeast about 160 again.
Adjusting now.
Correction, 120. My bad.
Firm. Adjusted. Following you.
Past these rocks, we're going to head east, and you should see the markers coming in now. You are clear to pop smoke. We're coming from the west.
Hey, Firm, I got two.
Adjusting to northeast.
Okay.
We have visual. Angel 1-1 is landing.
I'm breaking off to provide air cover.
Probably that. You're clear to board. You hear me, Alpha Actual?
Hey, Firm, I'm coming right now.
Oh, these stupid rocks are really pissing me off. They keep lagging the plane, and I keep thinking the wings are going to get chopped off.
You're fine.
Don't worry, Heavy, I got you. I ain't gonna leave your ass behind, you fucking asshole.
I count one
Give me 1
wounded
second.
boarding.
Angel 1-1, I'm just trying to get a pulse on my buddy.
You're good. 2 soldiers are boarding now.
Heavy's up.
Jesus. Jesus.
If need be, you can take off, provide me cover, and then I'll pick the other guy up if he's going to be longer on the ground.
Yeah, he said he's trying to find a pulse on that guy. If you're willing to switch, I don't mind. I'll provide support.
Yeah, I just don't want to leave one aircraft on the ground for too long. Fucking, just in case you take a rocket or something.
Sounds good. I'll let Star-Lord and Heavy know. Hey, you two, Heavy, Star-Lord, hop in. We're switching.
If you got the guys on there and you want to take off and RTB with the guys that you've got, I can wait around for the other person.
I'll still provide security. I'm not leaving you behind.
Over.
Heavy, Star-Lord, hop in.
Why?
That's an order. Hop in.
I'm covering them. These are gonna be coming down.
You're getting covered
This is
enough.
Angel 1 to be advised. We're going to have the aircraft currently landed take off shortly, just to make sure it's not on the ground for too long. I'll wait around in the area and I'll land when you guys are ready.
Star-Lord, hop in.
Apron out. Roger.
Star-Lord, hop in.
How's he doing, Doc?
Star-Lord, quit being a hero and hop in. Star-Lord, keep... Jamie, you may have to explain to them why we're doing this, because they're fighting over me over it.
Just tell them that you can't stay on the ground for too long, but you're going to have an aircraft in the air waiting for them.
One of them just left. I'm gonna lift off and let you switch. You ready?
Yeah.
Angel 1-1 lifting off. 1-2, airspace is clear. You're clear for landing. I'm gonna provide cover for you.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah. I don't know the words of how I was gonna explain it. I kept telling them to hop in. Star-Lord just went back to Chico, so I was like, well, Heavy's in. I'm just gonna do what you said and fly out. Damn, you flew closer than I did. You got balls. Let me know when you're lifting off.
Over.
I wonder where Luna is. Probably about to fuck me in the ass, probably. That wouldn't surprise me. I need to make a meme where I'm just saying Luna is gay for pilots. That would be funny. That would be very, very funny. Angel 1-1 to Alpha Reaper 1. What's the status?
This is Reaper to Angel 1-1. I am trying to get a pulse on this guy, and I'm getting no pulse.
Copy that. I do wish he can treat him in the chopper, but I know there's some complications if he tries that. Chopper's not very good when it comes to medical stuff. Airspace is cleared for now.
Over.
Just let me know if you need me to switch again, worst case scenario, but you should be fine.
Rooney, be advised we are diverting to Levy military base.
Military base, got it. I see you lifted off. We're gonna scale up the mountain on the northwest. Got it.
Hey, I'm beelining it straight to Levy military base because the guy in my hold isn't going to last much longer.
In that case, you'll be the new lead. Then I'll follow you.
Hey, thank you. Allow me to put my aircraft down first. You circle, and then once I've touched down, you come in to land.
This is local 1 actual to Angel 1.
Sounds good. This is Angel 1-1. What do you need?
Force Recon is currently returning from training.
Jamie, I don't know if you can hear me in the back of your aircraft.
He's need support or?
This is Angel 1-1. We don't need support. We're currently transporting some injured into military base Levy. You're going to have to wait if you want extract.
No, I don't need for extract. I've got, we're flying out ourselves, yeah. We'll pilot to the photo. Well, I am at least.
Angel 1-1, this is Angel 1-2, divert heading straight northwest on bearing 315. Crisis has been averted. We are clear to head back to airfield.
Repeating, northwest, bearing 315. Is that correct?
Bearing 315 northwest.
Copy that. Adjusting now, and I will be on your right of the wedge. I'll be on your rear.
Don't worry about formation at this time. We can keep a loose formation.
Sounds good. I still got heavy on my passenger list.
Not so long. I'm gonna jump from this bitch.
Well, that's kind of stupid.
Prepare for course correction.
It'd be an adventure with jumping for.
Yeah, well. I'm going to be switching to the left now.
Hey, Angel flight, correct course, straight north on bearing 000. Mark.
Correcting north, base 000.
Course has been corrected. This should bring us straight to the airfield.
I'm corrected now. I'm still right behind you on the left side.
Hey, I'm starting to let you catch up.
You're cleared to move. I should be able to catch up at this moment.
Hey, I'm going to negate the airfield. I'm going to negate the runway and go straight for a vertical landing on pad 2. If you want to take pad 3.
Pad 3 is the far right one, correct?
That's correct.
Sounds good. We'll do the runway some over time. But this is good training nonetheless.